Good morning, New Life. For you guys that don't know me, my name is John Sanborn, and I've been going here to New Life since the beginning. I was not really one of them that helped start it. I more followed Troy because at the time life wasn't going very good, and got to meet Troy and just kind of followed him. I think a perfect weekend for me is just to get up, and me and my family have just started doing is going boating on Saturday morning. So we'll go out to Perry Lake and hop on the boat and just drive the boat around a tube and just kind of relax. And I really enjoy being at church. Typically on a Sunday afternoon, I go home, and even on nice days, and just kind of shut the curtains and relax. That's a perfect Sunday afternoon for me, is to just shut down and do nothing. I do new construction commercial plumbing, but I did have a friend of the family that owned some rental property, and she had asked me to go work on one of her rental properties in one of the bathrooms. So I go to this place expecting to only be there 10 minutes. I show up, and there's a Hispanic lady with a couple kids. She doesn't speak any English. We had a hard time even communicating, even to say hi. I go in, do the work, taking way longer. Something that should have taken 10 minutes, I was there an hour. While I was working, I could hear her commotioning. So I get up, kind of slowly walk down the hallway, and she's holding her baby that's approximately 6 to 8 months old. And I could tell the baby wasn't breathing. So immediately I call 911. Dispatch comes on, and they started walking me through what they wanted me to do. And unfortunately, the week before, Joe and Corinne had offered a CPR class for Kid City, and I wasn't able to make it. And that was the first thing that went through my mind, was like, man, I wish I would have been there. I just want to help this baby. So I began to even start praying. I was like, God, please don't let this little baby die. Grab the baby out of her hand, put her on the floor, and tilt her head back and open her airway. And the baby started breathing, better, and her color started coming back. And then, shortly after, the ambulance and the firefighters show up and grab the baby and start working on the little girl. One of the relatives that spoke English came up to me and said, her husband wants to tell you thank you for being here and helping. She didn't even know her address. And man, I sat there for a second. I literally put my head in my arms and just tried to process it. I couldn't, almost want to drop to my knees, to be honest with you, putting those tools away. Like, wow, for me to see his care that he gave to that girl and that mom, and even that dad, to know that there's a God who loves us, even to those minor details, and he'll use somebody like me, who's a plumber, knows nothing about the medical field, knows nothing about Spanish, and he'll still use me. It humbles me. And that, to me, is a story that I hope not only impacts me for the rest of my life for the kingdom, but also will that family.